but it is difficult for him to communicate.
The only food which enters Ahmed Deedat's body today is a liquid nutrient called Novacol. He's fed through a rubber tube which goes directly into his stomach. The stomach acids are so strong that the tube has to be changed once a month.
And the doctor that changes the tube is an 80 years old angel that changes the tube. No doctor has come here to attend to my father. She is the doctor and she is the mother.
Mrs. Deedat, with hardly any formal education, tends to her husband's needs as if she were one of the world's top physicians. She took charge shortly after Ahmed was flown to Saudi Arabia for special medical attention.
Thank you.
She learned from the nurses in Riyadh and helped them as they did their work routine.
He walked with a grace that belied his size. This powerful man with a glint in his eyes. In the ring, a study of purpose and skill, a triumph of talent and training and will. A master of arts in the art of defense, a master of building a spell of suspense. Outside of the ring, away from the crowd, a soft-spoken man, part humble, part proud. Fear was the enemy each time to face, and fear the opponent he kept in his place. His courage was tested again and again by those who were deemed to be men amongst men. The worthy opponents who fought toe to toe, who gave not an inch as they'd trade, blow for blow. He met them, he fought them, and then he'd collect that treasure of treasures, the gift of respect. The word and the deed soon became intertwined, the mouth and the fist, the body and the mind, the legend and fact, the image, the truth, the wisdom of age and the sparkle of youth were spread on a canvas for all to behold. The power of steel beneath the glitter of gold. Champion. Thank Allah. Thank God.
Touched the hearts of our listeners, both young and old. Sometimes you made us laugh, and sometimes you made us cry, but your message was always clear. Do dawah. Although you will not be on the air, you will still be on the lips of all those who listened to your lectures during the past 2 months. Some say you are too hard in your method, but ask those who came in from darkness into the light of Islam. You were armed with a pen, yet you took the world by storm. You gained the respect of the Middle East, and you earned your heavyweight crown when you took on America's giant, Jimmy Swaggart. You were the king of the stage, the best of the best. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, enough, Mr. Deedat. You have done your best. Now, as you rest, your videos and books speak for you. We salute you, Sheikh Deedat. We honor you, Sheikh Deedat. We love you, Sheikh Deedat. Jazakallah.
يا شيخي يا إمامي شيخ الإسلام أحمد ديدات فإنك خير الناس أنت المبارز لإعلاء دين الله أنت المناجز وإنك أسخى الناس أشجع فارس لما دان من قد كان قبل يبارز قسمت يا شيخ الإسلام أحمد ديدات قسمت ولم تضحل وما طحت كاذبا ولست جبانا من عتاق الجوائز وهذا عبيد أحمد تيجاني بن عمر وهذا عبيد قد أتى متكففا على أنه الحب بالحب فائز يروم منالا قد تكاثر دونه فهول مدونا غروى إذ هو جائز عليك صلاة الله عليك صلاة الله عليك صلاة الله أحمد ديدات عليك صلاة الله ثم سلامه وعلى أحبابك على الدين بارزوا الله 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 أيا عباد الله اذكروا رجال الله انشروا دين الله واعملوا لله واشكروا لله بشراكم في الأيام بشراكم في الجنان يا شيخ أحمد ديدات حافظ كتاب الله محيي دين الله يا مواطن الأبي يا مؤمن التقي يا مؤسس القوي بشراك في الأيام بشراك في الجنان شيخ أحمد ديدات بشراك في الأيام بشراك في الجنان الفاتحة والصلاة على النبي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
In the meantime, his legacy is already moving in the lives of others, and the IPCI is busy keeping pace with public requests. It receives scores of phone calls, letters, emails and faxes each day.
We are so well known here that even if the people don't write our address, they just write Sheikh Ahmad Deedat Durban or IPCI Durban, it has to reach us. The current trustees of IPCI are Mr. Ahmed Said Mullah, who is the Amir, Mr. Tahir Sitoto, an academic at Natal University, Mr. Yusuf Ali, Dr. Khatija Molloy, who is an academic at Rao University, Mr. Ibrahim Jadwat, Mr. Dawood Ngwane, the attorney, Dr. Muhammad Khan, Mr. Harun Kala, Mr. Akhtar Token, and Mr. Anwar Belem. The director of the IPCI is Mr. Rafiq Hussain. The new trustees over the past 6 years have indeed kept the legacy of its founder, Sheikh Ahmad Deedat, alive, and have also unanimously voted him as patron of IPCI for life. However, many sweeping changes, politically and otherwise, have taken place both in South Africa and globally, changes that brought into play new scenarios and new demographics. The IPCI had to meet these new challenges. One of its intervention measures was to bring in international guest speakers. Over the past few years, the IPCI brought the following dynamic personalities to our shores. Dr. Ali Musa from America, a previous drug lord turned social reformer. Dr. Khalid Al-Mansour, an academic from America. Dr. Deborah Mubashir, a former Baptist minister from America. Mr. John Yahya Kaysen, also from America, father of the boxer Hashim Rahman. Our current MC, Dr. Don Matera, is our own international personality in his own right, who ran a workshop on African Renaissance. Then came September 11th, which changed again in a very profound way the world we live in. To meet these challenges, we had as guests of IPCI, Dr. Zafar Bangash of Canada and Dr. Enver Masood from Washington, D.C., who gave us some insight into the happenings of September 11th. IPCI also has embarked on making available relevant books to counteract the false propaganda and at times blatant lies that are being splashed on our print and electronic media. Dr. Enver Masood's book entitled War on Islam, which covers world events since the 1991 US invasion of Iraq, details the news behind the news, things which we do not read in the papers. Publish It or Not is another book that has been produced and published by IPCI. It is written by two British journalists who are not Muslims, who wrote this book which exposes the human rights atrocities perpetrated by the State of Israel against innocent men, women and children in Palestine, when all the established print media refused to publish the facts. The book, written in Zulu by IPCI trustee Mr. Daoud Ngwane. We have a few more books in the pipeline to be published. Alhamdulillah, the IPCI, with the help of the Ministry of Qatar, have printed 5,000 copies each of Sheikh Deedat's very popular books, Muhammad in the Bible, The Muslim at Prayer. These books were out of stock for many years due to lack of funding. In addition